What I saw just being on the sidelines up until about a year or two ago was just this explosion of great bands. So yeah, there's definitely a renaissance going on in Milwaukee, and there's more quality original acts than any time that I can remember since I've lived here.
This is called The Soothing Sounds of Seals and Crofts. What you gonna tell the time, Mom? See, it's just a couple days away. The kind you hang a sign on. See, it's just a sign of weakness.
It was going to be a solo album for me. I first, for whatever reason, after not writing any songs for 10 years, I started writing again. And Joe had said, you know, if you ever want to record anything, you can come to the house and we can do stuff. And so we started doing some of that, and then we started adding more instruments and started looking at who should we get to play on it. And Brian played on it, and Paul Beeman, who's another bass player who played in Blue in the Face with me and other bands with me, he played on it. We called up Mike to play drums.
Yeah, the way I perceive that connection is back when Joe here started Don't Records with you too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was living in Germany at the time. We were trying to do this transatlantic cooperation, marketing German bands here and marketing the Yell Eaters over there.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then you were on Don't Records, and I loved your stuff. And after that, it took me decades of begging, but finally he called me to play drums on a couple tracks.
I won't let you down again. I won't let you down again. I won't let you down.
I think one of the cool things about doing this record with these guys is we never had to argue about whether a part was right or whether somebody was like going off the edge and something that was inappropriate for a particular song. These guys all get that, you know, you serve the song, and that's kind of a cliche too, but I think that's a common thread between how we think as musicians.
Never get between you and the money.
And I think it's also a common thread between the bands that we like the most and we call our influences, is they all understand it has to start with a song, and you absolutely want to push yourself to try new stuff and do cool stuff you've never done before, but it has to be in the service of the song, or otherwise it ends up being unlistenable.
This and what I miss is the way it used to matter. This is the way it used to matter. We're getting to the point in life where the routine before we get in bed to elaborate.
Joe and I probably started recording,
October 07?
yeah. So,
Yeah.
and I don't. When we started, we weren't really sure what we were doing. We were just recording songs that I was writing. So, as these guys played on it and other people played on it, Mike especially said, "Hey, if you guys ever want to play live, I'd love to play with you." And we went, "Oh, that's good." Joe and I talked and wanted to play live. Brian expressed an interest in doing it too. So it just sort of, it all came together. What's been cool is now that the band is playing live, we have a bunch of songs worked out towards album number 2, and even in the process of working those out as a band, which didn't happen before. It was all done piecemeal for the sake of the recording, but now new songs are developed. I bring them in and we develop them as a band, and it goes really fast. Again, we never get in a situation where somebody is playing something and really digs in and goes, "I need to play this." It's like everybody gets it's about doing what works for the song. So it's been really natural. It's been fun, which is great. You know, to be doing this again. It ought to be fun. It's certainly work and all that stuff, but
It doesn't seem like too much work.
no, it's been a lot of fun.
To be so tired and with you.
Thank you very much.